Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does last for an hour or at least thereabouts. And let's see, we're doing Reiki for 5 minutes. After that, we will do questions for 5 minutes where I take out a tarot deck and I use my psychic abilities to give you answers that'll help you move forward with your life in a productive way. If you'll excuse me, this just seems really dark in here to me. I think that looks a little better. Okay, so for Reiki, for those of you who don't know what Reiki is universal life force energy. So when we're having a Reiki session, or in this case, a Reiki micro session, what's happening is I'm channeling that universal life force energy out to you and to your aura. And so as I am channeling that, the Reiki has its own intelligence, and it goes through and finds whatever blockages you may be having and starts to dissolve those to help you move forward with your life productively. So Reiki can be used for all kinds of things, can be used for help with manifesting, can be used for help with finances, can be used for help with medical healing, can be used for help with relationship healing, can be used for help with anxiety and other mental concerns. So whatever it is that you would like to use the Reiki for, or have the Reiki work on with you, feel free to go ahead and set the intention for the Reiki to help you with that thing, whatever that is. For those of you who are not setting a specific intention, then I'm setting the intention for you all for whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals. So let's get the Reiki started, shall we? All right, so we are starting Reiki at 7 after the hour. That means we're going to finish it up at 12 after the hour. Hello, hello, hello. Glad to see you, ladies. Gabby. Full moon is actually treating me pretty good. Like, I'm not really even noticing that much. I have some people around me kind of flipping out, but not me so much. How about you, Miss Gabby? How's it treating you? And yes, I am on late again. I just got done editing all the dailies for May. So hopefully tomorrow I can get them all uploaded and scheduled and in place. Hello there, Diane. Welcome. Glad to see you here. How are you tonight? 4 more minutes left on the Reiki. Does anybody here have any Reiki questions? Also, if you're benefiting from this video, please put a thumbs up on it. It's been hard on you? Well, then maybe we do like emotional healing with the Reiki. A lot of necessary purging. Oh yeah, that's Scorpio energy. I think the reason Scorpios aren't as affected by it is because we're continuously, that's just who we are. We're trying to continuously purge. If we're not actually purging, we're usually working on it. One way or the other. Thank you for that thumbs up, whoever did that. I do appreciate it. Looks like we've got somebody else in the house. Go ahead and say hi. We're glad you're here. We still have 3 more minutes left of the Reiki. What kinds of things are you purging, Gabby? Situations, relationships, emotions, resentments. It's good to purge resentments, unnecessary negative energy. It's good to purge that stuff. Psht, flush it straight down the toilet. Resentments and fears. Yep. Those are the healthiest things to purge, too. Can't say you've noticed it. Remind me what sign you are, Anne. Are you a water sign? Leo and Capricorn. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I've noticed before some moons have much more effect on me than others. If it's a Pisces moon, those ones usually knock me flat on the ground. New moon, full moon, doesn't matter. Pisces are usually my hardest. One more minute of Reiki. Does anybody have any questions about Reiki while we're doing Reiki today? Mm-hmm. 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 All right, so we've got 5 minutes of Reiki. Let's wrap that up and then we'll move on to questions. By the way, while I set my timer, let me just remind everybody that super chats are always appreciated, but never required. La da 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 da. 5 minutes on the timer. Where's my 5 minute? There we go. All right, so who's going to be the first to throw a question up in the chat box? Let's find out. Let's see. Who will be the first today? Y'all are being slow. If Angela Lukes was here, she'd have a question in there already. Diane wants to know, what does the universe want her to know? Miss Diane, that you are loved, that you're on the right track, that it's pretty hard for you to get off the right track as long as you're following your happiness. And what you're going through lately is growing pains. And what are growing pains? They're temporary. Hope that makes sense for you. Who else has a question here tonight? Temporary. Sorry about shaking the camera, just realized I was doing that. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. That's a very wide open question. You're quite welcome, Ms. Diane. So it didn't make sense that you are loved? We're going to only take the growing pains and only receive that, Diane? Really? And what about the on the right track? Hello there, Ms. Universe Love. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. Gabby, you're going to have to narrow that question down, honey. First of all, Spirit's protesting Spirit's saying it's your Aries? Are you sure it's your Aries? So you're going to have to narrow down that question. Cindy Kamarechka, any info to help me deal with my Virgo sun for both of our highest good? Ooh, what a great question, Cindy. Best advice for Cindy to help her in her interactions with her Virgo sun in a way that will be for both of their highest good. Best advice. La da da da. La da 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 da. La da da da. Well, Spirit's actually kind of calling on you to make a little bit of a change, I think, Cindy. The first card that comes up is the Seven of Fire in reverse. Seven of Fire in reverse just means let down some of the guard, let down some of the boundaries. So there are some things that you've been a little bit defensive about. There's some things that, when he talks to you, you don't believe him. And, you know, maybe not so bad that you don't believe him, but you don't give him even benefit of the doubt. And so Spirit's kind of calling on you to just let down the boundaries a little bit, to not be quite as defensive as you're interacting with him. Next, we have the Four of Fire, and the Four of Fire just talks about making somebody feel comfortable, making somebody feel at home. So combined with this first card, this is basically saying that, when you are very defensive and you don't give him benefit of the doubt, it doesn't give him room to be able to tell you things and to be able to trust you to handle whatever it is that he's telling you. So if you're in a situation where you're being defensive and you're not believing things that he's already saying, then it makes it really hard for him to tell you things that he sees as more negative, because you already are seeing things as more negative than what they actually are. So that puts him in a really bad position when he even would want to come to you about things. And the last card is the one that says, that this is going to be a change for you. This is the Six of Fire, and this says that, this is a change for you, and it's not an easy one. I get the sense that there's some history between you and this Virgo sun that has you interacting with him in this sort of defensive type of way. And so to not act in that way is going to take some actual change. However, the other thing that the Six of Fire talks about is this sense of victory, that if you can make this change, and it's not easy, I know that what is coming through is not an easy change to make, especially when there's history involved. But if you can make this change, this is what is going to bring your relationship into a space where things are getting better, and where actually your Virgo sun is going to be telling you that he really appreciates that benefit of the doubt and giving him a little bit of room to breathe, basically. I hope that makes sense for you, my dear. Okay, so Gabby was already trying to ask a question before the timer went off, so I am going to answer her question because I think she was wandering around not exactly sure of what it was she wanted to know right at first. So now that we've got that narrowed down, let's answer that, and then this will be the last question I do for the night. Gabby, you just had a couple of cards fall. And we're going to look at, usually when I look at feelings, I look at 3. So here's the thing. Feelings are very fluid. They're very transient. These feelings can be out of date 20 minutes from now or less even. Okay. Thank you, my dear. Thank you for asking me a really meaty, juicy question that I could really feel like I can offer some help with. I appreciate that. Let's see. How is this Aries feelings towards me? Let's see. First of all, we have the love card showing up in reverse. Notice when you look at this right side up the similarities to the strength card. Isn't that cool? All right, so it's coming up in reverse. followed by a messenger of fire. Look at that look on her face. I want to get this a little closer to the camera. I don't think I would want anybody giving me that look. Okay? Gabby, did you give your guy that look? And then we've got the Empress showing up in reverse. Okay, so I'm going to tell you straight up, this is not looking really great for any kind of positive forward movement in a relationship. These feelings at this particular moment right now. First of all, I do kind of feel like if you did not give your guy this look, he certainly felt like you gave him this look. And I guess I shouldn't be saying your guy since Spirit got onto me for reading it as your Aries. So if you did not give this Aries this look, he feels like you got this look of just contempt or disgust, or what planet are you on, with a couple of cuss words in there. Okay. And then we've got that sandwiched with the love card in reverse. So I don't have to tell you a whole lot about that. He's definitely not feeling like you are, like you guys are partners, or you're on the same page, or you're on the same team right now. And with the Empress card in reverse, this talks about if he did feel like he was in love with you before, and he might have with this card in reverse, he doesn't now. Now, to me, when this card comes in right side up, this says you're the queen of his heart. When it comes in reverse, it says you are not the queen of his heart. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with you in this Aries, but definitely are not on the same page with those feelings showing up. Okay, let's see. Okay, very cool, Diane. I'm glad to know that there was that the rest of it made sense too. Universe love, universe love. It's not wild, it's me doing my job. Sacred Spirit knows it all, Cindy. Laura Uribe. I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome. So here's the deal, honey bunny. The timer had gone off before you came in the room. So I was actually, that last question is the last question that I was answering for tonight. Those of you who have questions that you would like to still have answered, if you want to do a 1-question reading, or if you have more questions, you can do a 2-question reading, or you can even schedule a live reading with me if you like. All of the information about how to schedule those is down below on my website, which is www.amista.info. A lot of people try to make that amista.com. It is not amista.com. It's amista.info. There is no .com in there at all. Okay, so if you have a question that you want to have an answer to now, and you don't want to wait until the next time you catch me while I'm on live and try to catch me in the first 5 minutes of question time, then that might be the way to go. I appreciate all of you guys being here so much. Everybody, don't forget to put a thumbs up if you feel like this video is a benefit to you. And thank you for sharing this video if you know other people that would benefit from it as well, especially the Reiki portion of it. And thank you, of course, to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions. It's because of all of you guys' support that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. So thank you very much. Oh, and a special announcement too. You're going to be able to see me in person if you happen to be in the Denver area starting on Mondays in May, and then indefinitely thereafterwards, Mondays at For Heaven's Sake Metaphysical Bookstore. And they have an online presence too. And they have quite a few good things for sale there. So if you would like to support that, that would be great. And if you would like to see me in person, come on in on Monday. I'm going to be there as long as they're open on Mondays. So yay! I don't know if anybody in this room is actually from this area right now, but a lot of people visit Denver. Come visit Denver and come see me in person. Cindy, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that support. Everybody, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day tomorrow. If I don't see you here for a private before then I will see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.